I will start now. Once again, this is Faith McDonald from Kartartismos Global Advocacy, and I had threatened that I was going to do some live streams this fall. I'm also putting out a newsletter. If you are not getting the newsletter and you want to, you can email me at advocacy@kgiglobal.org and get on the newsletter list. A couple of months ago, I did what I thought was a live stream, and then it turned out that somehow I didn't save it right. And I ended up being able to save it on YouTube. So I'm going to put the link to that, because that was my first attempt at speaking out about the genocide that is taking place in Nagorno-Karabakh, which is an Armenian enclave inside of Azerbaijan. Things have gotten a lot worse since I made that video, but I still think that it's a good video because it's particularly targeted at a certain group of people, and that would be the Salvation Army. And you Salvationists, you will know why I would target you once you start looking at this video. But there is a particular reason, but I think everybody should learn about the Armenian soldier of the cross who was a great officer in the Salvation Army. And I think because of that, the Salvation Army owes a great debt to this man, and should be willing to speak up for his fellow Armenians who are being killed in Nagorno-Karabakh. And actually 100,000 of them have left Nagorno-Karabakh, have had to flee. So it seems like there's only about 20,000 back there now. So I'll give you a little bit of background on Armenia and the conflict with Azerbaijan. Armenia in 301 AD became the first nation to adopt Christianity as its national religion. So it's really the first Christian country. And the Armenian Apostolic Church is the world's oldest national church. We know that in the early 20th century, Armenia was genocided by Turkey, but many people don't know that another genocidal attack took place on the Armenians who were in Nagorno-Karabakh, which Armenians call Artsakh, in the 90s. After the fall of the Soviet Union, Azerbaijan went after the Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh. I happened to be over in Armenia at that time. We were on a mission trip to Moscow, and then we took a Aeroflot plane, which could be a video all of itself to tell you what it's like to fly on Aeroflot, at least during the Soviet Union days, to Armenia. And we were in Yerevan, but we met lots of people who had fled at that time from Nagorno-Karabakh, Baku and Stepanakert, because they were being killed by the Azerbaijanis. So this is deja vu all over again. The most recent atrocities that happened were that Azerbaijan put the people of Nagorno-Karabakh into a siege, a blockade, and I'll actually put a link to a little briefing on Nagorno-Karabakh that I gave on the World Prayer Network that has pictures, so you can see the area in which the people could get out of Nagorno-Karabakh or in is just one little tiny strip called the Lashin Corridor, and the Azerbaijanis were keeping people from leaving and keeping food and fuel and medicine from getting in for 11 months now. It started in November, I believe, or December of last year. So it's been almost a year that this siege blockade was going on. And then active war began on September 19th with bombing, killing, and the displacing of the people, destroying the Christian heritage, wiping out churches and other Christian heritage buildings. And actually, with the help of Turkey, President Erdogan called this attack a matter of pride. The killing of Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh inside Azerbaijan, he called a matter of pride. So another really outrageous and evil thing that happened was after these months and months of blockades, a week ago Tuesday, a week ago Monday, they let in all these trucks with relief aid, and then on Tuesday they bombed them. So that's what we're looking at right now. And what we can do, and what everyone needs to do, is to support the bill that Congressman Chris Smith has brought into the House of Representatives. Right now it's in a couple of committees, so it needs to be pushed out. But Congressman Smith has had 2 hearings in the past couple of months on this issue. So with that, I'm going to say please watch the video that I did 2 months ago, which is on YouTube. I'll post the link here, and then also I'll try to post the link that shows this Lachen corridor, this tiny area where people have been able to leave. But we cannot just watch another genocide of Armenia take place and do nothing. So thanks, everyone.